Here we go, guys. The march continues. Great turnout today. Beautiful day. A beautiful reason to come out. It's awesome. Look at those numbers. Beautiful. You got to be on the right side of history. This is going to be written in the history books, hopefully. Either way, this is the right side of history. Don't be like those people in those $500,000 prison cells that they call condos. You don't want to be those people, because those people are on the wrong side of history, giving us the finger, throwing eggs at us. What are you doing? You guys are begging and applauding your own enslavement. It's pathetic and ridiculous. It doesn't take much to figure out this whole thing is way, way, way overblown. Now we're going to go walk past more condos. More people who paid at least $500,000 for their nicely decorated prison cell. And they're paying for it, right? They're paying for it. They're sitting in their houses. They got no job. Some of those people are probably not going to be able to pay their mortgage. They're probably going to lose their condos and so forth. So sitting on the sidelines, there's absolutely no reason for it. This is a peaceful march, and it costs you nothing to come out here. Zero. The only thing it costs you is a little bit of balls and some energy. And if you don't have those, then I feel sorry for you already. Oh, there's fake news, CBC. Fake news, CBC. Fake news, CBC.
Fake news everywhere.
Look at that, right in front of us. Sponsored by our own taxpayer money. It's the fake news, CBC.
They got $600 million last year.
Yeah, exactly. Our taxpayer money. CBC.
They're so fake.
What does CBC stand for?
Yell fake CBC.
Fake CBC.
Fake CBC.
Fake CBC. Fake CBC. Fake CBC. Fake CBC. Fake CBC. Fake CBC. Fake CBC. So here we are at CBC. This is paid for with our tax money. Paid for with our tax money, and these people constantly lie to us. This is paid for with our tax money. It's pathetic, and it's disgusting that these people have to live in the same world we do, but they have no problems lying to us, misleading us, and deceiving us on a daily basis about everything you can imagine. All they are is the propaganda arm of the New World Order. That's it. That's all they are. Garbage. This is garbage. Constant bull crap. CBC is constant bull crap. Garbage. Constant bull crap. The CBC, there it is. Constant bull crap. Garbage. Waste of time. Shut it down. Propaganda, right? I think that CBC stands for constant bullcrap, or Canadian bullcrap. That's all they are. They're garbage, useless information. There's nothing there worth listening to. And the worst thing is, it's paid for by our taxpayer money. Unbelievable. Like, if you actually break it down, we're actually we're paying to be lied to, we're paying to be deceived, and we're paying to be enslaved. Like, does it get any worse than that? This never really was a free country, but now the tentacles of that slavery is showing itself at this point. That's all I gotta say. Thank you. Thank you. Here we go, guys. Wake up! Get out of your prison cells. Pathetic! Fight for your freedom. You're sad. Pathetic. Pathetic. Good for you, buddy. Pathetic. Some people get it. Some people don't. That's the problem, but that's okay. It's up to them. Everyone has their own choice in this life. If you want to remain asleep, it's your choice. If you want to remain asleep, it's your choice. But it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't really take that much to figure out this stuff is way overblown. It's a deception. It's very misleading, to say the very least. No more lies. No more lies. No more lies. No more lies. No more lies.
And freedom.
No more lies. 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 Awesome. I love it. This is what it's all about. We all unite. It doesn't matter what color you are, what gender you are, what your sexual preference is. No one gives a shit. We all want the same thing. We all want to live our own individual lives. But the government is stopping us from doing that. And that's the big problem here today, folks. That's the big problem. And once you realize the real enemy is not your neighbor, and it's not the person down the street, once you realize who's really behind all this stuff, then you get mad, and then you come out here, and then you support. But it's gonna have to have that question in your mind. Do I really believe that article I just read? Do I really believe that news clip I just saw on Global? Once you start asking questions, the whole house of cards falls down in no time, because all this is a house of cards. It's bullshit on top of bullshit on top of even more bullshit. Just because Justin Trudeau comes out, just because Bill Gates comes out and tells us we need a vaccine. Are you fucking kidding me? We don't have to listen to anybody. We are all free citizens. We were born free and we will die free. No one has the right to tell us what to do. No one has the right to tell us what to inject in our bodies. No one has the right to tell us to inject anything in our bodies. We make that choice. And once you start asking questions, the answers are there. It doesn't take much to figure out what the fuck's going on, that's for sure. Look at the people, come and join us. Join us, look at that one, pathetic. Go back inside then, go inside, stay inside. Look at her. Pathetic, that's okay. The numbers are growing, buddy. The numbers are growing. The sheep are the problem. Yeah, but this is growing. This is getting bigger and bigger. Look at this poor guy. He's part of not part of the problem. He got trapped in the problem. The problem is the government and this whole system of BS that we're all entrapped in. Eventually, everyone's going to figure it out. And now I notice a lot more people this time. They don't look so mad. They're starting to question, wow, maybe I am on the wrong side of history. Because once you start seeing 300-400 people, then you start figuring it out. There's a lot more support this time. There is a lot more support. It's good. It's about time that people came out and started figuring things out.
She had a sign out.
Yeah, I know. Lockdown. 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 And the lockdown. The lockdown. And 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 the lockdown. Lots of energy out here today, guys. Lots of energy. All positive energy. None of that bullshit that you see in the news. Fear, scare you, make you feel like you're gonna shit your pants every night you watch the news. None of that's happening here. It's all positive energy. We want a solution. We don't want more problems. We want a solution. The only way we're gonna get a solution is if we actually stand up for ourselves, because the government's not giving us any solutions. The buildings around here, look at this shit. They're all boarded up. It looks like the Bronx, New York. It's ridiculous. Shutting down businesses, boarding up all the windows. We've had enough. We've had enough. Right on, buddy. Right on. Thank you. We've had enough. Enough. We're done. It's over. I am sick and tired of this BS. No more. And it looks like there's at least 300 people who believe the same that I do. But I know there's going to be at least 30,000, if not more, in the city of Vancouver that believe the same thing I do. They have to. We're all in the same boat together. We're all in this together. I don't want to be in this together. I want to live my own life. I want to do what I want, when I want. Look at this shit. Everything's closed out here. Why the hell is it closed? Pathetic. Nothing should be closed. Stopping people from making a living, that should be a crime in itself in reality. Doesn't make any sense. If they got everything closed, like I said before, I say it again, what, 120 people maximum have died in British Columbia out of 5,071,000? What kind of math is that? It's like 0.0019% or something like that for sure. It's very low, and it does not justify a full lockdown. If you want to lock down the economy, you don't have to lock it down. All you do, most of the deaths are coming in care homes. Most of the people have underlying issues. Most of the people are over 60, 70 years old, and they are in care homes. Look at this one, she's getting mad. You're pathetic! Yes. Pathetic! Pathetic! Go home, you win! Go home! Go home! Pathetic. They deserve it. You know what? People wearing masks outside in the sun. Seriously, what the fuck are you thinking? Why are you wearing a mask in the sun? What's going on? This is not an airborne disease. Look it up. It's not an airborne disease. And if you're walking by yourself, who are you gonna get coronavirus from? Yourself? Seriously, like the mentality of some people is beyond ridiculous. But yes, I'm making fun of them, but at the same time, I feel sorry for them. We've all been brought up in this BS system of lies, deceptions, and slavery. Most people don't realize we are in a kind of slave system. Sure, we're freer than most countries, but when you break it down, you're paying 40% of your income to the Canadian government. How free are you really? Where's all that money going? Where's 40% of your wages going? No one knows, no one answers a question, no one asks questions of what I meant to say. Anyways, keep on marching here, guys.
They know the numbers are.
There we go.
So now what they're gonna do? They're gonna. CDC actually said that they don't really know for sure if they had identified the real virus. And also they said that Sweden model might actually be working long term. Yeah, so admit it. It's on record. They said we actually looking at Sweden as a future solution for anything.
People are going to start asking questions when they see hundreds of protesters. They're wondering what the hell is going on. Are these people all crazy, or is something to this protest? Something's going to click in their brain, and they're going to start wondering, maybe I am wrong. Maybe I should be out there too. I kind of feel the same. I thought something was wrong, but I was the only one. You know what? You're not the only one. You're not the only one by a long shot. I talked to so many people. A lot of people are pissed off, but a lot of people have different reasons for not being out here. But when push comes to shove, I'm sure they will stand up, because this has gone on long enough. I like that sign. It's like that sign reminds me. That sign reminds me of the one I had last week. And you really put it into perspective when you see 0.3% of the population of British Columbia has died. And a lot of people just live in fear. They don't even understand that. If you look at the numbers, there's nothing to be scared of. People walking out with masks outside, people driving in their cars by themselves with masks and gloves on. It's just, I laugh at them, but at the same time, I really feel sorry that they think that way. It's just like, it doesn't have to be that way. Please stop living in fear. It's so sad. But hopefully they see us out here. They might think we're crazy, but at the end of the day, we're not the crazy ones. The crazy ones are all the people inside laughing at us. They're the crazy ones. Not too many this time. Last week they were throwing eggs. More people were laughing. This time they're over it, I think. They're seeing so many people out here, they're starting to question why the hell they're even inside.
You guys are coming out. That was wonderful. I think we're going to be congregating back where we started off, but just give it a minute here.
Awesome.
You guys, why don't you guys all come back to where this all first started? Over there on the other side of the big ball, we're going to head over there. There's going to be journalists. We can just come down, hang out, let's get social, and have a bit of a good time, all right? Everyone, one more round of
Yeah, this is exciting, guys. This was a fantastic march. We're going to go back to Science World, hang out, share ideas, celebrate, because this was a victorious day. Maybe we didn't change any laws, maybe we're still in lockdown, but it's something to celebrate when you see humanity rising up, when you see your fellow Vancouverites understanding that you don't have to be locked up like a sheep, you don't have to live in your prison cell, you don't have to drive in your car by yourself with gloves on wearing a mask. You don't have to do that, so stop doing it. Start asking questions. You have the internet, use it for something besides looking at Facebook pictures. Do some research. It doesn't take much to figure out this whole thing is a gigantic scam. This is a massive scam. And the lies are easy to find once you start doing quick Google searches. Just look a little bit, and it doesn't really take anything to figure out this thing is one big charade. It's a house of cards that's slowly crumbling. And it's built on lies, and those deceptions are coming down just like the buildings did in 9/11. They're all coming down, and these lies are going to be just destroyed. It doesn't take much. Look at it. There's thousands. There's going to be thousands of us. It's just ridiculous, the numbers we've been told, and people are still like giving us a thumbs down. They're in their like $500,000 prison cells laughing at us. Like, why would you be laughing at us? You're the ones locked in your homes on a nice sunny Vancouver afternoon. How does that make any sense? It doesn't. But I saw a lot of people this time, not as many haters. A lot of people are starting to wonder if they're in the wrong. You see so many people out here, and they're like, holy shit, maybe, you know what? I don't think I should be here next time. Maybe I should be out there with these people. A lot of these people are unemployed, they got nothing to do. Why don't you come outside? You're already sitting at home getting a free paycheck. Come out, hang out, learn something. It doesn't really take anything, like I said a bunch of times. Vancouver's finest protecting us. But there was no haters here today at all, actually. A couple of guys giving us the thumbs down, no big deal. One guy gave us the finger, big deal. We can handle that. We've handled oppression since we were born, since the first day we took our first breath on this planet, so we can handle a couple people giving us the finger. I feel sorry for them because they're still stuck in their paradigm. I broke out of my paradigm, so I'm seeing things for what they truly are. And once you escape those lies, I tell you, you feel a lot more free. You actually can take control of your own life because you understand exactly what's going on. You don't need people to tell you what to do and how to think, because you can figure it out on your own. You can figure it out on your own. How do you guys feel about this? Are you guys for it or against it? No hate either way. Do you feel it's good or bad? You support us? Bad? That's fine. That's okay. He doesn't like us. They're filming us. They think it's funny, but it's their choice if they think it's a funny thing. It's not funny. Bill Gates, vaccinate.
Come and join us, everyone.
Thanks for showing support.
As we get here, I want you guys one last time, make as much noise as you can for all of you and for freedom. Come on, guys, make some noise, please. Make some noise. Come on, guys.
Beautiful. Very good.
Keep it up, guys.
How many people?
The freedom is for us. If someone to be locked down will be the government. Lock down government. Lock down government.
Lock down government. Lock down government.
Okay, if anybody would like to leave their name or their contact, come and see me. We've got a new guy involved. Harmon, where are you? Can you come and stand next to me? And we're taking either email addresses or Facebook names. If you would like to do something, get involved, start a group, design a t-shirt, make a flyer, anything, come over and see me and Harmon. Thank you.
Fuck Trudeau.
Thanks everybody for coming.
That's for sure. Very good. What a great day.
All you sheep, do you ever think about this, or you just blindly believe what the news tells you? See, this is the problem with you guys. You don't know how to think of these situations.
Awesome.
They need to make the sacrifice for the greater good.
And unnecessary lockdowns. Just a mother out here, we're worried. Can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure.
So your kid needs braces and they're falling off. My kid's braces are falling off and we can't get them fixed. So why can't you get them fixed? What's the problem?
Well, the orthodontist told us that it's not an emergency, so we have to wait until the office opens. And so I said, well, don't you wear masks?
Exactly.
But she said their office is closed and we just have to wait. And
Did she give you any kind of ETA when they're going to be able to do that for you? So you're just sitting in limbo. Your kid needs to get her braces fixed, and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, the bottom brackets are completely detached from the teeth.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And the problem is, from what I've heard, is that they're going to have social distancing restrictions in place because one of our friends, his wife is a dental hygienist at a dental facility, and they can only have a certain amount of patients. Between every patient, they're going to have to clean everything down, let it dry, and it has to sit for like either between 20 and 40 minutes or something like that.
Oh yeah?
So your chances of getting in, besides the backlog, is going to be tough. It's going to take a long time. There's going to be a backlog, and they're not going to be able to get as many patients in as they want to. So it's insane.
Yeah, the same thing with elective surgeries.
Yeah, and
How many of those have been canceled? 11,000 of those in British Columbia?
it's crazy.
People are dying waiting for elective surgery.
People are dying, but if you're not dying from COVID-19, you can wait. The only thing that matters right now is COVID-19.
It seems to,
If
right?
you died from cancer, that's okay. As long as it's not COVID-19, then we don't want to hear about it.
I know, we have 40% unoccupied beds in hospitals right now. And what about the courts? They're already massively backlogged, and now the delays are going to be totally unacceptable. They're going to be so much longer. People are waiting for things like child support orders. Lots
That's
of
another
people order
thing.
their child, the small claims court,
Yeah.
those trials. They're all put on hold. Courts are only hearing urgent hearings right now. They're operating at 10% capacity.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, everyone has to wait.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
It's
Nonsense on top of nonsense.
And at the same time, they're letting prisoners out of jail.
Well, that's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, it's every way you look at this thing, it's just craziness on top of more craziness.
It is, and I really wish the public would not be so complacent. People need to think about this in a much more critical way.
Exactly. They just let their thinking go to the side, and they just let other people do the thinking for them.
Yes.
And they just follow blindly. It's just crazy in this time. We have so much information available, more than any time in recorded human history, but no one wants to look for this information. They just think it's all conspiracy theories, and they think it's some kind of joke or something.
There is some of that, yeah. So I'm trying to do my part. Nice talking to you.
Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate that. People think it's funny. I think it's funny when they think it's funny. They're laughing at their own demise, and they can't even understand that. That's how gone and brainwashed they are. What do you think about that, Marco? People laughing at us.
You want to video this for a
Sure.
You guys got to see this hoodie.
No more lockdowns. Hashtag no more lockdowns.
These hashtags, people, use them.
Human Rights Movement, Vancouver 2020. This is where it took place. One of the founding members, Marco, right there in the flesh and blood. He knows what freedom is, and he's fighting for all of us.
Guys, here's another one of the founding members. Mr. Chris Baroli right here.
Right,
You guys
representing.
show him some love.
That's right. We're here for one reason. One reason only.
Yeah, it's a beautiful reason too. You guys are aware, but you have no human rights left right now, realistically. You guys think you do, but this stuff in your house, what kind of life is that? You can't go to work, you can't, go out. People that are in the street can't shower, they can't eat. I ran into a friend of mine in Maine, they're falling on hard times.
Yeah, he could do some damage with that. I'm surprised he was allowed to bring that along. I guess if he uses it, he'll get him shit though.
You can do it as long as you do anything.
Yeah, as long as you don't do anything for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see him swing it.